Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, out enjoying a nice day whitewater rafting, but today we are going to be talking about some buffs, nerfs, and more things that you need to know going on with the latest event coming to the game. We're going to go over all of that. We're also going to go ahead and get out one of the upcoming Wattson Prestige skins. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
So Wattson got a Prestige skin, and then Respawn said, how about we make her one of the best legends in the game at the exact same time? Because when it does come to Apex Legends, nothing sells better than a legend that's not just flashy, but also fundamentally broken. We've seen it like 1,000 times, like when Syria released. He was the hot new thing and he was absolutely broken. Welcome to season 25 though, in the mid-split buff meta, where Wattson mains just got everything they've ever dreamed of and Caustic mains are left eating expired thermite tacos behind fragment buildings. Let's go ahead and dig into it. And let's actually unpack Wattson and her new buffs. Let's just go over it because it's kind of important and fundamental to the video. Her new passive Spark of Genius allows ultimate accelerant consumption is now 50% faster. Translation, you can get her pylon up in the first 30 seconds of a match and rotate fully healed before anyone else even finds armor. And her shield regen now takes every 2 seconds instead of 1. That's literally lifeline level healing passively, and Wattson mains can now literally tank poke damage and come out healthier than before. Speaking of which, please give Octane a buff. It's crazy that he loses health using a stem, but I'll cover that in a different video. Along with that, her new tactical perimeter security, her node HP is doubled from 50 to 25, meaning it's not going to stray P2020 spam anymore. The cooldown reduced from 15 seconds to 4 seconds, which is a 73% cooldown reduction. You can actually almost place fences faster than enemy wraiths can complain. Fences can now do the following: slow down sliding and jumping enemies, cancel Ash's phase dash and Sparrow's double jump, electrify doors, which is awesome, stun enemies who try to open or kick said doors. So let that sink in. Wattson now hard counters movement abilities, reinforces door control, and builds an actual electrical fortress, all while she passively regen shields and supports the team. It's not just utility, it's basically multi-role dominance. Then there's the level 2 and 3 upgrades. Help is here, which grants all support perks, support bins, faster revives with healing regen, mobile respawn builders, ultimate conductor, which turns damage dealt into ultimate charge, land a few shots, get your pylon back, knock a player, enjoy a free 30% ult charge, energize healer upgrade, double healing from small meds, power pylon buffs, double HP, doubling healing output, double charge capacity. It's insane. Wattson went from a niche zone defender to self-sufficient support anchor, anti-mobility counter, and area of effect medic battery. She's not a control legend anymore, she's basically a meta blueprint. And let me be very clear right now, I'm very happy with the buffs for Wattson. I think she's going to be a ton of fun to play, and it's great to see that. That being said, there's a slight issue with it. Because let's talk about Caustic. Remember him? Big guy, gas traps, voice of a college philosophy professor who has a lot of homicidal tendencies. Yeah, Respawn doesn't remember him either. Despite the fact that he already has a prestige skin and an heirloom, Caustic has been relatively left untouched. Not because he doesn't need help, but because there's literally nothing left to monetize. I guess you could do an heirloom recall in the far future, but I don't think that's going to exactly move the needle. Let's break it down. His gas traps, easily destroyed, hard countered by Catalyst Horizon and now Wattson's doors traps. His ultimate, more of a deterrent at this point than a game changer. His mobility, none. Support potential, zilch. And upgrades, mostly underwhelming, especially compared to what Wattson just got. His prestige skin has already been sold. His heirloom dropped ages ago. So from a monetization pipeline perspective, Caustic is a finished product, and that's a fundamental problem. Respawn has no incentive to update or rework him because they've already squeezed the juice out of the monetization orange. Why spend dev time reworking a legend that isn't going to spike sales? And it might sound harsh, but it's the logical conclusion in a live service economy. Wattson buffs were paired with their prestige skin to launch to maximum engagement in sales. Caustic is just there, standing in the corner like an unplugged Roomba that once mattered, or Pathfinder. Just kidding, Pathfinder is actually pretty fun this season. What we're looking at is the apex of a growing issue in, well, Apex. Monetization-led balance changes, which has been a trend for a very long time. And like I said, let's be honest, Wattson did need help. Her kit, while strong in the right hands, had become way too rigid and outpaced by modern movement legends and reworked supports. Looking at you, Ash. But this was a deliberate overcorrection in an attempt to surge her pick rate during the exact window her prestige skin is available. It's not even subtle, it's a trend. Let's look at the pattern like I just mentioned. Revenant rework in Season 18, followed by a mythic skin, massive buff, heirloom recolor, Loba tactical buffs just before her collection event and prestige skin tease. And now Wattson paired with more buffs than her kit has had since launch. So what's the concern, you might be asking? If buffs are strategically timed to cosmetic sales, then we've stepped outside the realm of balance design and into the world of market-driven power creep, and that's pretty dangerous because it tells players if you want to win, Play the shiny new thing. Oh, and buy it while you're at it. The biggest collateral damage in all of this though, the controller class itself. What is a controller class supposed to be in Apex? Zone denial, choke point control, and area surveillance if possible. But now, Wattson can do pretty much all of that and play support and deny mobility and out heal poke damage. Meanwhile, Caustic is stuck with gas traps that get ignored or shot, and Catalyst's only shining moment was in mid-level ranked before everyone started flying over her ferrofluid walls like they're decorative. There's no consistent identity anymore. Wattson is outpacing the rest of the class because she's currently able to be monetized. That's not a design philosophy, that's loot box strategy, and well, that's something EA is known for. Look, Wattson players, like I said, deserve love. She's a beloved character with a loyal fan base, and for years her kit was considered too niche, too passive, or too dependent on perfect positioning, and other classes bumped ahead of her. These buffs, they make her feel fun, dynamic, and powerful, but when the timing of those buffs line up perfectly with the prestige skin release, and when other controller legends like Caustic and Catalyst continue to rot in outdated mechanics, you have to ask the question, are we balancing Apex, or are we boosting quarterly revenue? And if the future meta shifts are dictated by who has a prestige skin in the store in that month, then Apex isn't evolving, it's just being repackaged, repriced, and re-rotated. But hey, at least Wattson mains can finally shock Wraith players mid-slide, and if that's not worth $160 in Apex coins, I don't know what is. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Special Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
These bonds aren't easily broken. Enemy shield cracked. Reloading.
Throwing our star.
Thermite out. Round
Reloading.
2. Let's go here. Countdown. Frag out.
Heads up, go.
An enemy shield. Recharging. Grenade. Enemy shield cracked.
Enemy shield. My void nexus is lost.
Target spotted. Far. Caught. with
Yeah, I
no
just-
way out.
Just
Reloading.
didn't see them until last second.
I'm under fire. Reloading. Enemy down. The space there. Use it. Reloading. Another take down. I'm under fire. Adjust your strategy. Enemy shield cracked. I've been snared. Enemy down. I have reached the maximum level. Acceptable. Shields are depleted. Recharging. Taking fire. What a pitiful squad. Even
Jesus
killing them is
Christ.
dull. I have sharpened
Oh
my
my
skill.
god.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the Sorry, I can't.
Ah, he broke.
Yeah, you got me. You got me. Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on, well, the prestige skins, Caustic, and so much more. And also, don't forget to check out the video in the top left corner where I cover the news on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep slaying in the Outlands.